And we are live. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us for a tutorial and playthrough of Restart, which is a game that's going to be coming to crowdfunding soon. What you see here is a prototype copy of the game, and the idea of the video today is to give you an idea of how the game plays to see if it's the kind of game that you would be interested in backing. This is a sponsored playthrough video, so no opinions from us in this video. We're just here to help you make your own decision about the game by, showing you how it's played and then playing it. There is a link to the upcoming crowdfunding campaign in the description of the video, and we do have the publisher here. So Teetotum Game Studios, thank you very much for sponsoring the video. They are in the chat, so if you have any questions about the game, like, anything about the game, then they will be here to answer your questions. AV is good, thank you very much for letting me know. Now we're going to be doing a 3-player game today for a couple of reasons, but 3-player games for me tend to be a good way of showing a game off. It does take up to 4 players, but I'm not going to be playing today. The reason why I have a player board here is so that I'm going to be showing you this as I'm describing the rules. And unlike a lot of the tutorial and playthroughs that I do, I'm actually going to be going over the majority of the rules before we actually start. Now, you three have already played it before, so this is not for your benefit. This is for people watching at home. But trying something new tonight, and I will go through and I'll explain most of the core game, and then we'll explain some extra bits as we go along. So let's start, first of all, by letting you know the theme behind this game. The backstory is, in the not-so-distant future, the world as we know it no longer exists. Destruction came long before anyone could have predicted. As a last-ditch effort, scientists invented experimental time travel nanotechnology. What could possibly go wrong? Nanochips can easily connect to the human brain, allowing people to travel through time and alter future events. While this could have brought hope, it instead brought chaos. Time travelers from different futures appeared, each trying to save their own world. Selfish. This left their parallel worlds in conflict, as the prosperity of one is the misery of the other. Will you be able to make your world prosper? So that's the setting behind the game. The way that the game plays is that effectively players are trying to complete missions, which are cards that they've got. I don't know if you can see this because they're all off camera, but each player has one of these card holders, which when it sits on the table, the cards actually go in them. And I was a bit skeptical about these at first, and I'd already agreed with the publisher, we're not going to use these, we're just going to keep the cards in their hand. And then you three all said, actually, we'd prefer to use the card holders because it makes it much easier. So there you go, what do I know? But essentially, those missions are particular patterns of cards on this display. We have colours of cards. There's more than just the colour, but the colour's important. Yellow, green, purple and blue. And each player will have missions that they're trying to accomplish, which involves replacing the cards on this space-time grid with cards in order to match their pattern. Now, the cards that they've got in their hand, I will just show you one quickly. This is one that Mark's got in his hand. There you go. So he needs, and it has to be that way up. So it has to be yellow, green, yellow. Really can't be rotated. And I was going to say it can't be flipped like that, but it's actually the same. It's the same both ways. Yeah, don't you to be making sneaky plans now against. Right. So that's what they're trying to do. Now there are 3 different classes of mission. There is easy ones, medium ones, and hard ones. The easier ones are not worth as many points as the medium ones, and the hard ones are worth a lot of points. Each player starts with 2 of the easy missions to start the game, but we have 9 more on display. This is how many you have for a 3-player game. And you'll notice here, we actually have 3 easy, 2 medium, and 4 hard. That's not fixed. We actually have, how many is it? 9 plus 6 plus 6, 21. So 21 missions in this stack in a 3-player game. And there was 9 easy ones, 6 medium, and 6 hard. They were all shuffled together. And then this is what came out. So we have a sort of random mix. Now, you don't know what these missions are. So when you take a new mission, you don't know what it is. But as I say, the hard ones, worth more points, but they are harder to do. So how do we accomplish these missions? It's essentially playing cards onto this grid until you've matched the pattern that's in there. And the way that you'll do that is with one of the actions in the game. Each player has 2 miniatures. One of them is them as a child and one of them is an adult. And these 3 rows here, this is supposed to be the present, this is the past, and this is the future. And what will happen is everybody's child is going to start off on this bottom row, which is the past. And we're going to be playing effectively the first phase of the game. Now, the child can only ever move around between the cards here. The adult can go pretty much wherever. The only rule is that the adult cannot go to the exact same space where the child is, because I think that causes some kind of paradox. The adult also cannot go to a space where there is another adult. because they don't get on and they'll just end up fighting each other, I guess. Once there are 3 or fewer mission cards left here, we have a time fault. And at that point, we refresh this display, something happens, and the child moves forward to here. Once there are 3 or fewer cards again, we have the second time fault. This moves to here, we replenish all of the cards, and then once we have the third time fault, the game ends immediately. You don't finish the round or anything like that. And then what we do is we're scoring points, and we get points for completed missions. So the more missions that you manage to complete, the better. You're going to get points for that. There are also 4 objectives which have been dealt out at random. You'll get points for completing those, but it's only for the first player that actually meets the condition printed on it. We'll get to them in a bit more detail later on. Certain cards that you will have will be worth some points at the end of the game, depending on how much you advance your tracks. And you can bury cards as well, which can also be worth points at the end of the game. What else was worth points? Oh, adrenaline crystals. So adrenaline is one of the currencies in the game. You start with 6 adrenaline. You can spend it to boost your actions, but every adrenaline that you have at the end of the game is worth 1 point. I think that was it for the scoring. Oh, apart from the actual chromosome scoring. Yeah, so it's important to know that this game actually has 4 different dystopias, which you can plug in. Now, you have to use one of them, and the recommended one for everybody's first game is not this one. The designers have asked me to play a different one because we're experienced gamers and we've played it before and I've played it before. So we're going to be using the Extinction dystopia. So if you watch other people's videos, they will be using the Pandemia one, which is the one that is recommended to start with. So we're going to be using the Extinction one, which uses these chromosome cards. We have black ones, which are the X chromosome, Y, which are the Y chromosome. And players are essentially trying to build up sets. They've got 4 rows or columns, whatever. You're using columns, you're using rows. But they're going to be trying to make sets of cards, and the more they do that, the more points they're going to get from that. I think that's how the points all work. Cards, missions, objectives. Yeah, that was about it. So how the game plays is we need to decide on a start player. So Fran, top, middle, or bottom?
Bottom.
Bottom is red.
Again.
Right, and I'm not playing the game, but I'm actually going to use the yellow player to describe what happens on a turn. So we'll switch to the other camera.
So first of all, yellow gets 100 points.
Yellow gets 100 points, obviously. So this is the player board. First of all, everybody will have a character. The character will have a special ability as printed here. We'll come on to that later on. But essentially, on your turn, you choose one of these 4 things that you want to do. There's focus, there is perception, there is intelligence, and there is memory. And you are not allowed to choose the same one that you chose on the previous turn. So if you choose the perception field, then you can't choose that again. Each field has associated actions with it. So the focus action is really simple. That action is study, and that's all it ever is. You can only ever, if you put your marker here, the only thing you can ever do is study. The perception action actually gives you, the perception field gives you 3 actions: move, play an event card where your adult is, and complete a mission. And you can do those 3 in any order. The intelligence field is either plan A or plan B. Now the plan A and the plan B, they depend on which dystopia you're using. So for us, plan A is taking one of the X chromosome cards. Plan B is taking one of the Y chromosome cards. Again, more on this later. And the memory field is where you can either gain time tokens or draw new cards, and then gain a time token or draw new cards. Or you can forego all of this and you can take a void token instead. We'll come on to those later on. Now, the action I'm going to explain first is this one, the study action, because with the study action, what you do is you choose a card from your hand, and each player is going to start with 7 cards. And you look at the icon in the bottom left, and this tells you where it goes. And what you do is you place the card into that slot. What you've done is you've effectively improved this field. So now, when I'm doing this particular field, as well as doing A or B, I can also do other things as well, depending on how many crystals are on the track. Now, there are 2 types of crystals in this game. There are fragments. These are very powerful. These are permanent. So if you've got a fragment crystal there, that's it. It's going to stay there for the rest of the game. You've also got adrenaline crystals. Adrenaline crystals are red. As I've mentioned earlier, these are worth 1 point at the end of the game. But adrenaline crystals can temporarily boost how powerful this card is. The adrenaline crystals will only last until the end of your turn. So let's say, for example, this was the situation. You'll notice this card, I've chosen a bad one. There's nothing here and there's nothing here. So actually, if I was to choose that field right now, I would simply get to do A or B. I wouldn't get to do anything else. But if I spent another adrenaline, I would also get to do this action as well as either that one or that one. And if I spent another adrenaline, I would also get to do an A. So I'd get to do plan A, and then I'd get to do either plan A or plan B. Or I could do plan A or plan B, and then I can do that one. So you can do all of your actions in whatever order you want. Remember though, adrenaline crystals disappear at the end of your turn. So you are literally having to make a decision about whether you want to lose those points, spend the adrenaline in order to temporarily boost the action. While I'm here, the other thing I want to mention is this. This card here in this slot is worth 1 point at the end of the game if I have got at least 5 fragments in there. Because this is all end of game points. There's no scoring during the game. It is all end of game points. So if this card was here at the end of the game and I had 5 fragments in here, it would be worth 1 point. Now, one thing that you can do in this game is that you can actually put cards over the top of other cards. So if I was to choose the study action again, I could put this card over the top of this one. Now, the old card stays there. It's no longer active. I cannot use any of the actions on it because I can't see what they are. But at the end of the game, you still look at all of these cards and go, oh, look, it's worth a point. So the more cards you play into your player board, the more points you're going to get. This one, animal cloning, this would only get me 1 point at the end of the game unless I manage to get a 6th one in there, at which point it's worth 2 points. So I'm not going to go through all of these actions right now, but I did want to explain how the core mechanism works and all of the different cards. So this one, for example, if I put it in here, you will see that the actions, the bonus actions on the left-hand side of the card, these are all actions which are already seen on here. There are some different ones on there, but all of the actions that you see on the cards that go in the middle slot are to do with burying cards and plan A or plan B and getting adrenaline crystals, I think. The ones on the left-hand side are all about moving, playing cards, etc., etc. The memory actions, again, this one is about drawing more cards, getting adrenaline crystals, etc., etc. So that's how this works. Now, you may be wondering what this board is here. This is a separate board, and the board that you use depends on which dystopia you're playing. So if we were playing the ocean dystopia, we would be using that one. We're not. We're playing extinction, so we're using this one. And there is a separate board, also two-sided, for the other 2 dystopias. I'll explain these in a bit more detail later. In fact, as soon as somebody does this, which might be the first turn of the game, I'll explain this more. But essentially, whenever you are doing this, either of these 2 actions, it gets better based on how many crystals you have in any of the 3 slots. So if you have crystals, and it can be either fragments or it could be adrenaline, whichever, however many crystals you have here means that you can freeze cards, you can freeze the chromosomes. If you have crystals here, it means that you can move cards around. And if you have crystals here, it means that you can actually take cards, chromosome cards, from the display rather than blind draw from the top of the deck. So this is the tricky part of the game, because normally these crystals only affect this field. These crystals normally affect this one, and these crystals normally affect this one. But when you're doing either of these actions, crystals on all 3 tracks will benefit you. Right, that's an overview of the player board. What else do I need to talk about? I mean, we'll talk about completing missions. I mean, we've kind of already mentioned it already. One thing that I do want to mention about completing missions is all missions take a certain amount of time tokens. Time tokens are another resource in the game. Each player starts with 7 of these time tokens. Easy missions, I think, cost 2.
Yes.
Medium ones cost
3.
3. And hard ones?
5.
5. If you don't have the time tokens, you can't do the missions. It's as simple as that. And that is the main reason for having time tokens. How do you get more time tokens? You choose the action here. The other thing, before moving on, when you complete a mission, you do not automatically get to draw a new one. The way that you get new missions in this game is all dependent on which dystopia you're playing. So the rules for Pandemia, the Ocean one, whatever the 4th one's called, I can't remember, and this one is different But each of those modules that you plug into the game will tell you how you get new mission cards. So in this game, each player starts with 2 of the X chromosome cards, chosen at random from the big deck, which are here. 2 of the Y ones as well. We have a reference card specifically for this dystopia, and it says on here that whenever you get either 3 black or 3 red cards, you get a new mission. And it's the only mandatory action in the game. Everything else you do is optional, but taking a new mission is mandatory. Why would you not want to take a new mission? Well, those card holders that we showed you a minute ago, there's space for 3 cards. And if you ever take a 4th card, then you have to choose one of your existing missions and you fail it. You put it face down next to your board, it's going to be worth negative points at the end of the game. So be very careful about taking too many missions on and not completing them. But yes, so you can see that each player already has 2 black cards and 2 red cards. So as soon as each player gets 1 extra black card or 1 extra red card, they're going to get another mission and they can choose whichever mission they want. So there is a table here. I won't show you this in more detail, but it's basically 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 13, 14, 18, 22. When you get that many cards of a certain colour, you get a new mission. And what players are trying to do is they are trying to make sets. Now, a set can either be a sequence of descending numbers with no gaps, or it can be a sequence of, well, a set of the same number with no gaps and nothing else in there. That's the really important thing. If you end up with 4 1s and a 3, it's no points, right? So you've got 4 of these columns or rows that you're trying to create. One of them might become a dumping ground for you, because if you get cards that don't fit into what you're trying to collect, you might want to choose to dump them. Now, you all 3 said at the start of the last game that's what you would do. And did you do that in the end? You were freezing them, weren't you?
Yeah.
So you got your freezer working and you were freezing them. But I think in the end, you just moved them around and it was okay. Okay.
I didn't do any moving.
And you didn't do any moving. So what's interesting is that Kath has started with 2 Y chromosomes that are both a 1. So you kind of want them together because you've got to go in descending numbers. You can't have an ascending sequence and the cards go from 1 to 8. So the only thing you want to be moving these around, you've got a 7 and a 6. So you might want to move the 6 to there.
True.
Depends. There are a limited number of cards in the game. And this reference sheet here, I will show you this now, because it actually tells you exactly how many cards there are of each set. So you can see the black cards, there's actually a higher proportion of the middle numbers than there are the low and the high numbers, whereas the Y chromosomes are the other way round. There's a high number of 1s and 8s, but it actually goes down in the middle. So you can use this to try and work out the odds of getting whatever card you want. What have you started with? An 8 and a 1?
And a 1 and a 6.
Okay.
It's not very...
It's
the
not
8's
very good.
fine, but...
And Mark, you've got 2 5s in the X and 2 2s in the Ys.
I may be wanting to group some things.
You may be wanting to group things, yeah, because you can move them around. Yeah, so the flow of the game is that each player takes a turn, chooses where to put their marker, does all of the actions in whatever order they want. They can complete an objective at any time on their turn, but their adult has to be below the objective. I think that's probably enough to start with. I will mention these objectives just so you know what people are aiming for. So this objective is to have completed 2 or more hard difficulty missions. This one is to have 5 or more fragment crystals, that's the blue ones, on the same mind field. So this is going to encourage players to specialise. This one is to have completed 1 or more mission cards of each difficulty. And then the last one is to have fragment crystals that reach or pass the berry action and an adrenaline action. So not only do you need to have fragment crystals on the track, but you need the right cards in there to meet those certain actions. So one of the reasons why you want to complete the objective is it's worth points at the end of the game. But once an objective is completed, it's gone. So if you are racing against each other, which I think you were in the last game, by you getting it, it's you're getting the points and the other player is not getting the points. So I think that's why these might look relatively low point values compared to the missions. You're effectively taking it off another player. Right, I think that's enough to start with. So, first turn. First turn of the game is special. On a player's first turn, they must do 2 things before they then take their turn. The first one of those is choose where their child starts. You can go on any of these 4 spaces, and Fran, when it's your turn, you can go on the same space if you want to. There's no children can share the same space.
They can play together.
They can play together. And then the next thing you do is each player has drawn 7 cards from the deck at the start of the game. You may mulligan any number of those cards, put them to the bottom of the deck, draw replacements. Top tip for you: when you are first playing this game, don't bother mulliganing, because you're playing the game for the first time. You have no idea what you're doing. So I would recommend the first time you play it, don't bother mulliganing. Just get one game out of the way first, and once you've played your second game, I mean, I can ask you 3 this now. Do you now have an idea of what you're going to mulligan?
Yes.
Right, even just after one game. So
I'm mulligan.
off you go. You're going to mulligan 2. So they go to the bottom of the deck,
Take 2.
and then you take 2, and then you choose where your child is going to go.
Child. I'm going to put my child.
Okay, right. And
Right.
which of the 4 things are you going to do?
Well, luckily, I can complete a mission straight away.
Oh,
So I
right.
better
Okay.
do that before
So
someone.
the perception action. So Kathy's doing the perception action. So let's just go into this again. So the 3, she's got no card here, which means it's only these 3 actions. So this is move, which can either be move the child to anywhere on the same timeline, play an event card where the adult is. Oh, sorry. This could also be move the adult, i.e. put the adult on the board or move it. Play an event card where the adult is, and this is complete a mission. So this is how you complete missions, is by this one. But you're saying that you've got a mission which you can complete already.
Yes.
So you can do that first. That could be the first thing that you do.
So
Let's have a look.
I've got yellow, purple, green. And
So self-sufficient
wait.
social
my
structures.
adult. No, my adult doesn't.
Nope, your adult doesn't
Yep.
even need to be on the board. You've got it. Yellow,
Yep.
purple, green. Yellow, purple, green. So the mission is complete. You have to spend 2 time tokens.
2 time.
Now, I didn't mention this, but whenever you complete a mission, you gain a fragment crystal. These are the permanent ones, so you can boost one of your tracks immediately.
I'm going to put it there.
Okay, and then that just goes face up next to Kath's board. It will be worth 4 points at the end of the game.
Thank you.
All of the easy missions are worth 4 points. Right, you've still got movement, and you've got play an event card if you want to play an event card.
Well, let's put my person on the board.
So adults can go anywhere except where your child is. And now you're going to, if you want to, play an event card to the space.
I am going to hold off because I did my mission. So I don't want the board to change around.
You
and
don't want the, but
lose good
interesting.
cards.
So you've placed your adult, but you're not going to actually play the card.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. And then at the end of your turn, we replenish that offer if we needed to. And I think that's it.
Yep.
So Fran, your first turn.
Yeah.
Mulliganing and placing the child.
I don't know where I'll put the child. Just yeah.
Next to the sheep.
Yeah. And I'm very glad that you didn't move things around because I was very upset. Would have been.
Oh, have you
very
got a
upset with
mission
card.
which is...
Not quite done yet,
But it
I'm
will
gonna
be.
do.
It will be. Okay.
It will be definitely. That didn't get me into my helmet. Oh no, maybe it did. Ooh, yes, it did. Right, I'm going to put my.
Which of the fields do you want to do?
Oh yes.
Same one?
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Doing the same one.
So
That-
adult is going there. So that's
Going
that
there.
action. You're going to play a card.
playing a
Right.
card.
So I'm just going to show you this card on the main screen because whenever you play a card onto the board, that is when you get to resolve the card's ability. You don't get to resolve this when you play it on your player board. You only get to resolve this when you play it onto the main board. And what this is, all of these iconography, it's explained on the player aid, but essentially Fran can now discard a card from her hand to gain 2 time tokens.
which I will do.
Okay, but more importantly for Fran, that has changed the colour of that space to blue.
So I need. No.
Yes, no?
Oh, I'm
Maybe.
doing it the opposite side, opposite way round.
Have you got your card upside
No,
down?
I've got the card up the right way up, and I've
Okay.
done this. So I haven't actually completed the mission.
Or did you want to go somewhere else? Because you've got a void token.
Then yes, I will do it at the bottom.
Right, okay. Right, void tokens. Void
Yeah,
tokens are
that's
only ever
interesting.
used when you are about to complete a mission. Every player starts with 1 void token, and what it does is it changes the colour of that space to anything you want it to be, and then as soon as you've done the mission, the void token disappears.
And
So
that is
you're now
purple.
doing the socializing of machines. You need blue, blue, purple. You've got blue, blue, and a void token. Counts as purple. Done. 2-time tokens.
2-time tokens, which I've just gained.
Get a fragment crystal. You're making the game look easy. That card goes face up.
Yeah.
So you've done your movement. You've done your playing of card. You've done completing a mission. That's it.
Yep, that's it.
You're all finished. Mark, you going to do something different?
I'll start by mulliganing this one.
Just the one.
And then it's drawing from the top of this,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Now I'm going to do something similar.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I need to place my child.
You need to place this.
first, and I'll need to place that. The action I'm doing. I'll just put it here.
Okay.
Really know.
So at the start of the game, nobody can play a card where their child is. So you might be thinking, what's the point of the child? But as players unlock actions in the perception field, they will be able to then play cards where their child is as well as their adult.
Yeah. So I'm going to. Oh wait a minute. Did I not want to go there? Hang on. Where was I trying to put that? No,
I don't know.
that's fine. Right. So then we will choose this action.
Yep.
Place the adult here. And put out this card, which I believe gets me a void token.
So
and then-
some of the cards, and I'll show you this. I won't show you every card, but I'll show you some of the cards. So this card here actually says the player who plays it gets this, and then all other players get this. And Mark is going to get a void token. Everybody else is going to get an adrenaline crystal. Okay. Mission or not mission?
That is the question.
Yeah, it is.
But the answer is no.
The answer is no. No mission.
No mission.
Right. Back to Kath. So Kath has to choose a different field.
I'm going to
Study? What are you going to study?
I'm going to put a card in my perception.
Okay.
And that's got the child icon that you're talking about. Play
Yeah.
a card and your child.
So yeah, what Kath has done is played a card there, which means the next time and any future time that she uses that field, well, it's not going to do anything because you don't have any crystals on
Not
there,
yet.
but potentially that field could become better. And that's it. The study action is really, really simple. You just put a card onto your board and that's it. Turns in this game do tend to be very quick.
I'm definitely not copying Kath at all.
Honestly.
I'm going to study some volcanic energy, apparently,
Okay.
which does give me an extra move action straight away.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Is Mark going to copy that?
Very possibly. Although I'm putting it into a different field.
Oh, you rebel.
Yeah, I am going to play.
You're improving your
I
intelligence.
am improving my intelligence.
Okay.
Through aerial seeding.
Okay. Best kind of seeding.
Right.
Another
I'm
subterranean
going to
seeding.
go
Right.
here.
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
So although you have a crystal on here, you don't have a card on here. So it is literally just plan A or plan B.
Yep.
Which would you like to do?
Plan B.
Plan B, which is to take a card from the top of the Y chromosome deck.
So first of all,
Yeah.
I'm going to move my. So I've got a crystal here, so I can, and I'm choosing Plan B, so I can move
Yeah.
my Y card. I'm going to put it there.
So exactly right. So because Kath has improved her middle track, every crystal on that middle track allows her to move the topmost card from whatever stack she's got. So if you've got multiple crystals on there, you can move multiple cards. So straight away, you've moved your one from there to there.
I can't move this one because it's a different plan.
Correct.
Yep.
Because you've chosen to do plan B, you can only move the Y card.
Yep.
You can't move the X cards.
Right.
There you
what
go.
we got?
Have that.
That was lucky. It's a 1.
It's a 1.
So
Amazing.
I'm going to put that there.
Okay, good choice. And the more you get, the maximum number of cards you can have in a stack is 6, and you get more points the more you get. And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
So now that my brain has caught up with which way the board is going,
Yeah.
I've got 2 movements now, one from here,
Yes.
which is going to move the child to there.
So yeah. So again, just to go over this, Fran has upgraded that track with a crystal, which has unlocked an extra movement space. So essentially, she's got a movement, another movement, play a card where your adult is, and complete a mission. And you can do any of those in any
Oh,
order.
sorry, I should have picked up a mission because I got a third extra.
Oh, you did? Yes, thank you. Yeah, we forgot that. Yeah, because Kath has got her third red card, she gets a mission.
I get medium, please.
Medium one.
Thank you.
There you go. Right.
So I want to move the child to there
Yeah.
and my adult up to here. So I'm going to use.
So there's your two movements.
I'm using a red crystal, an adrenaline crystal,
you're
so that I can play a
Boosting
card
the
with
field
child.
with adrenaline. So yeah, so Fran now can play a card where her adult is, which is the normal action that you can do. Also, because of this slightly different icon, she can play a card where a child is.
So I'm probably going to regret all this in a minute. I'm playing that.
Okay, you may now, if you want to, spend 2 time tokens to gain a void token.
I will be doing that.
Yep.
And then
So that's playing a card where your adult
Yeah,
is,
I'm
and
gonna
you're going to
have
play a card where
very
the
few
child
cards
is.
left now because I'm going to do that.
So you discard a card,
Yeah, I will discard that one.
yeah, to get 2 adrenaline crystals.
And then
But there's got to be a reason why you did that specifically. It's
It's
because
to
of that.
complete
Purple,
that.
purple, yellow. Another mission is complete. Have another fragment crystal. Another completed mission.
put it there, and then that.
And yeah, at the end of Fran's
Okay.
turn, the adrenaline disappears. And that's that.
Yep, and
done.
I only have one card left. And
One
no
card
missions
left. No missions. You've done all your missions. And how do you get new missions?
by doing
Plan
that.
A or Plan B, yeah. Right, Mark.
Yay, cooperative game.
Has
Thanks, Fran. So
That's-
somebody set a pattern up for you?
they've certainly aided me.
Okay.
So I'm going to move my adult down here.
Yeah, with the kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone's got to look after
That's
them.
true.
And then I'm going to give them some psychology, and I'm going to psychoanalyze them.
So you're
apparently.
playing a card where your adult is.
Yeah.
And it is psychology stabilizer. Yeah, that's what kids need.
So it
Simply get a time token.
gets me a time
That's
token.
nice and easy.
And now that means I can complete a mission.
Okay.
So that is
Purple, blue.
blue.
Yep. So you spend 2 time
Spend
tokens.
2 time tokens.
Get a fragment.
Yep.
Human-centered technology is done.
And then I will add that into my middle action here.
Okay. For those people who are watching us live, we do have 58 people watching. Thank you very much. Let us know in the chat what you're thinking of the game so far. And as I say, if you've got any questions for the publisher, feel free to zap them over.
Right. I am going to do that action.
So again, no crystals on there yet,
No.
but you could boost it if you wanted
Yes. And Fran helped me too.
to. Hey!
So
Everybody's so happy and helpful.
I'm moving my adult to here. And I'm going to put a purple card down there.
Right. Okay, so the action on this card, which Kath may choose to do if she wants to, is to deep bury a card. Now, there's 2 types of burying in this game. There's normal burying and there's deep burying. Deep burying is actually easier to explain. What you do is you choose a card from your hand and you then flip it over face down. So if I was to deep bury this card, for example, I can't because this is the card that I'm playing. But if I was to deep bury this card, I would basically flip it face down and place it in there. A deep buried card is worth 2 points at the end of the game. It's as simple as that. But you have lost the card. The other option, which is actually this icon, this is burying a card. Now, burying a card is face up. What you do is you put it underneath your player board, but it goes face up rather than face down. It will only be worth points at the end of the game if you have got the crystals. Very similar to the cards that you put in here, but the reason for burying a card is that it never goes on your board. So you're never going to get the abilities of it during the game. But what you do is you put it face up below. So if I decided to bury this card and put it here, and then by the end of the game I didn't have any crystals here, this would be worth no points whatsoever. If I deep buried it, it would be worth 2 points because every deep buried card is worth 2 points at the end of the game. So what were you doing? You
putting
were
it here.
you were putting it here, and are you going to deep bury a card?
Yes, I'm going to deep bury this one.
Okay,
And I put that.
done.
Right. So now I'm going to use a special ability of my person.
Yeah,
my
so
adult.
each character has a special ability, and what Kath's special ability is that once per turn, she can use an adrenaline crystal as if it was a void token.
I'm going to put it on this one here.
And you're going to change the colour of that too.
Green.
So
now-
you need purple, blue, purple and green.
Yes.
Wow. So this is a medium difficulty mission.
So it costs 3.
3 time tokens. It is worth 7 points at the end of the game. It does get you another fragment crystal.
So I'm going to put there. So now I could play a card where my child is. if I
Yeah, so
wanted to.
that's another important rule is Kath is currently resolving her perception field. And as part of resolving that field, she's put a crystal on it. That has unlocked another action which you can now use immediately on the same turn, which is to play a card where your child is. Again, if you wanted to.
I am not going to.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
Yep. Fran, what you going to
Well,
do?
I need a mission. There's no point me getting anything else for that mission.
You currently have no missions.
And I've got no cards to play. So I'm
Plan
gonna
A
do
or
that.
Plan B?
I've got such a load of rubbish here. I'm going to go for Plan A, and I'll just take one from
Right. So Fran is going for Plan A, but she has a crystal in the middle column. That means Plan A is the X chromosome. Before or after taking an X chromosome card, she can move one of her X chromosome cards around. I'm guessing you don't want to.
Can I move them to the freezer from here?
No,
No.
no.
No, I will
Right.
see what the card
So
is.
what's happening is Fran is going to get the top card from the X chromosome deck, but
I may cry.
because she has one crystal on the left-hand track, that means she can put that card in her freezer. Now, the freezer is basically a set of face-down chromosome cards, which at some point in future you can take out of the freezer and you can add to your rows. Is that what you want to do?
I'm trying to say.
What have you got? What have you drawn?
I've drawn a 3.
Okay, so put it in the freezer.
Yeah, because these have to actually be exactly sequential.
Yeah,
don't
so
they?
the
You
6
can't
will
have
have to be a load of 6s or 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I need a 4 and a 3.
Yeah, so that card has gone in the freezer. It can be taken out on any future turn when Fran is doing a Plan A and taken out from the freezer and just added to her stacks.
I don't think
But
my
you
chrom-
now have 3
Yeah.
black cards.
I have 3 black cards, but I don't think my
Have a
chromosomes
mission.
like me. I'm going to go for one of the hard ones. I'm going to risk it.
One of the hards.
Yeah, let.
Nice. Should Fran have spent 2 more time tokens as she spent 2 when playing the card?
I did.
Well, we can check that. Apparently you did. Okay, we're all good.
Because I gained 2 at some point.
You had 7
2 missions.
at the start of the
I
game.
gained 2 from one of my cards. So
You
I
gained
gained
2, did you?
at
Right,
one
okay.
point
Yeah, okay.
from whichever card it was that I played.
You did
But you
something.
spent 2 as well, didn't you?
And I spent 2, but I also gained 2.
Yep.
So you
And
should be
that's
on
it.
3. We should be on 3. Yep, I think we're all good. Thank
Bless
you.
Right.
Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah. This may take a while.
What, the hard mission? Well, you just need Mark and
Sure,
Kath
yeah.
to set things up.
Exactly. I've been doing it for them.
I'm
They should do it for
sure
me
that
now.
will happen.
Right, what you going to do, Mark?
I'm going to do.
You're also doing some chromosoning.
I am doing some chromosomaning.
Plan A or Plan B?
I think we are going to do Plan B. So
Because you have a
6.
crystal here, you can
Exactly.
move one of your Y chromosomes around.
I will start by moving this
Yeah,
way.
so this is important. You can have an empty column. You can only have a maximum of 4 columns and 6 cards per column, but you can have an empty one. And then you're getting this, and you can't put it in your freezer.
I'll take from the top, Bob.
Yep, because you don't have a freezer at the moment.
That's not a very good.
Oh, I
good
want
big
that
draw.
one.
It's a 1.
It's a 1.
Well, maybe I can make a freezer of 1s.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if the game's successful enough, they'll release an expansion set, which includes trading between the players. Maybe. Right.
Yeah, and although I have a crystal here, there's no
Yeah.
ability on the.
You could boost it.
I could boost.
could
with
boost it with
but
adrenaline.
I think I'm okay. I don't
Okay.
feel like I need to.
Right, so I'm going to get some more X chromosomes. So I'm going
So
to
you're
do
choosing Plan A.
A. So first of all, I'm going to move this one up to here because I've got a crystal there.
Yeah.
And I don't like any of those in a row, so I'm going to get.
You
one
can't
off the
take
top.
any of these.
Oh yes, I haven't got. A
You
crystal.
haven't got that.
I'd
So you
love
get
if I
that,
did.
but you
Yeah.
you can put it in your freezer
I've
if you
got
want.
one space in my freezer. It's a 3, so
It's
I'm
a
going to put
3.
one space in my freezer. Where am I going to put my freezer?
Just there.
There. Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
What's it?
Well, Got it. You got 3 black
Oh,
cards.
I've got a mission
So you
again.
get a mission.
Oh, let's go for the hard one.
I didn't take a mission, did I?
Did you not take a mission?
No, you didn't take a
No.
mission.
You should take a mission.
I'll take a medium.
Okay, so we only have 5 missions left in the pile now. This is quite common that people will be taking missions, but once they've got missions, you will tend to find that this will slow down because people will be doing the missions that they've got. Remember, each player only has a hand size of 3 and can only have, well, I say hand size, it's a holder size of 3, and you don't want to go above that.
As I demonstrated
Earlier on, yes.
Yeah.
Right, whose goes it?
It's me, and I'm going to do this, which means I get to use my special.
So nobody's done this yet, but it's the memory action. And just as a reminder for what the memory field is, it's basically either take a time token and draw an event card, or and take a time token and draw an event card. So basically you can do that twice, or don't do any of this and get a void token instead. But Fran's character has a special ability that says whenever she goes to the memory field, you get a time
I
token.
get to take a time token.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take some cards. I'm going to take one off the top of the deck first.
Yeah, you can either take from the top of the deck or you can take from the offer. The offer only replenishes at the end of your turn.
I am going to, I'm going to go for it and take not the colours I want.
Okay. Well done.
Someone's just going to have to set it up for me, right? Because you're all so kind.
Right, Mark.
I think I might be about to just demonstrate my special ability.
Okay.
So I'm going to choose this
Perception time.
option here. So my special ability is when I use a void token, I may immediately use another void token from the supply.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use one of these void tokens to change the colour of a card.
To...
This case it will be blue.
Okay. And then another void token appears.
To change this card to a purple.
So we've got blue and we've got purple.
Which means we now have...
Blue, blue, purple, yellow.
Yep.
It's a medium mission.
Medium mission.
Costs you 3 time tokens.
Does cost me 3 time tokens.
Get you a fragment crystal.
It's me a fragment crystal, which is
7 points at the end of the game.
into
That's not
here.
helping us, Mark.
No.
Well, that's it. Void tokens don't help other people.
I'm very sorry.
Now,
You weren't specific.
you've still got a movement and you've still got a playing a card where your adult is, if you want
I do
to.
still have movement and playing a card, so I think I will use that. And we're going to... Yeah, we're going to do that. So we're going to move my adult to this spot in the timeline.
So the coal mines. You're going down mine.
Yes, but we're going to replace those
Okay.
nasty, smelly, bad for people mines with robotic agriculture.
Nice.
Oh no, we're not.
No, we're not.
Transgenic animals.
Oh, much better than coal mines. Look how
So
huge that is.
Spending 4.
You can spend 4 adrenaline
Yep.
to get a fragment crystal. Wow.
It's me a fragment crystal.
Okay.
Which is going into here.
So you're boosting that up quite nicely. All done?
I am, yes.
Right.
Right.
Kath.
Oh, I am going to get some cards, I think. And I'm going to get seismic energy, please. And then one off the top.
Seismic energy, 1 off the top. And then at the end of Kath's turn, we replace it.
Still not the right colour there.
All done?
I am going back to do some studying.
What are you studying?
I'm going to study anti-friction material.
Oh, could
Well,
do with some of
someone's
that.
got
Yeah.
I was just saying the other day.
Yeah,
to Ted.
what we need is anti-friction materials. Right, back to you again.
Okay, let's do this action that I've just boosted up a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
So you're going to get to do either a plan A or a plan B. In addition to that, you're going to get to bury a card.
yeah,
And in addition to that, you're going to get to do a plan B.
yeah.
You can do any of those 3 things in any order.
Yeah, and I can do the plan B despite doing plan A as
Correct.
the main action here
Yeah.
if I want to. Because if I remember rightly, the moving... Oh, and I can actually move
And you can
multiple
move.
times. Yeah.
You can move 3 things for each of the actions that you do.
But do the 3 things all have to be... So if I was doing plan A, it would all be 3...
All be X's.
All be X's.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to do a plan A from this one.
Yep.
So first of all, I'm going to move this
The
one
5
over.
onto the 5.
Yep.
and then you get a new one,
I get a new
which
one.
you cannot put in a freezer because you haven't got a freezer.
Ooh, that could work.
It's a 6.
Right, and then we will do a burying of a card. So I'm going to bury.
You're going to get a mission at the end of your turn.
I am.
Missions
yeah.
are end of turn. We just need to remember that.
So I'm going to bury this.
So
card.
this is a normal berry, not a deep berry.
Correct. Yeah. Which at the moment is scoring
It's going to be worth 2 points
so,
to you at the end of the game.
it's
Yeah.
not bad. And then I will get to do the
Plan B.
exactly, and just got to hope. No, I'm just not drawing as well as I did last time. So
So what is it? It's a 3.
It's a 3.
So whichever one you put it on, it's going to mess it up.
well, what I'm thinking is I put it on here,
Oh, okay.
and then that means I could move that over and then move that onto there.
Well, no, the numbers have got to be descending.
Oh, you're right, they do.
So you'd have to move that one to there, and then that one to there, and then that one to there. It's like that Tower of Hanoi puzzle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you can only ever move the top card when you move.
Mm. I mean, might be where we go on to the dumping ground of things.
Yeah.
So I think we're just leaving that for now. There
Okay.
now, we'll see what happens. And it always has to be the bottommost one that's moved.
The
isn't it?
the one most recently placed, yes.
Yeah.
So at the end of your turn, you have gained 3 black
I
cards,
have.
which means you get a new mission.
Let's take a new mission. Yeah, let's do a hard mission. What could
Okay.
possibly go wrong?
Well, I mean, these objectives are also going to influence what you choose, and because we have an objective for completing 2 or more hard difficulty missions, maybe that's why you've all gone for the hard ones.
Maybe.
I don't know if it's going to
Maybe.
happen given what I've got.
Right. I am going to
What are you studying?
study seismic energy that I just picked up last time.
Okay, yep, done.
Done.
Fran.
So I think I'm going back to getting cards for
Yeah.
a while. So I get another time token.
Because of your special ability.
I'm going to get one off the top. And that's still not the colour I want. I'll get another one off the top. My luck is not with me right now.
Just keep drawing cards. Right, back to you, Mark.
Maybe I just need more void tokens.
Okay, I think I'm going to just do a simple turn here of gaining 2 time tokens.
Yep.
Sometimes you got to do that.
Sometimes
Right. I'm going to do the same action because now I'm gonna.
nobody's used adrenaline yet, have they?
Well, I'm
Or
about
is
to
this
use
what
it.
you're about to do?
Yes, because I need
Okay.
time tokens. I'm using 3
Right.
adrenaline.
So
Ooh.
Kathy's using 3 adrenaline to boost this card purely just to get
A time.
another time token.
token.
Those adrenaline will disappear at the end of her turn.
And then I'm going to get 2 cards, I think, with the rest of it.
Yeah, time tokens are pretty precious.
They
Yeah.
are. There's not many ways of getting them.
Green.
I don't know, it's quite easy for me.
For you, yeah.
Oh, I like that card. Can I get the
Alright.
vaccination, please? And I get one off the top.
Finally.
Right, and then my adrenaline.
And then the
goes-
adrenaline disappears. I mean, that costs you 3 points to do that, but
Yeah, but you need to.
the time tokens are, I should say, they're,
Useful.
yeah.
So, I'm going to go and I'm going to do some more studying and I'm going to study some polar crops.
Okay.
Which, if I get some tokens on there, would be worth points. If.
One more mission is taken from here, and that's going to trigger a time fault.
So I'm going to annoy people with how jammy I've just been here.
Have
Oh
you,
my
have you been
God.
jammy?
Yeah. I mean, I have
It
to
is
use
easier
void
for you.
tokens. Yeah.
Have you done a hard mission?
I've done a
Oh,
hard
okay,
mission.
sometimes it can work out like that.
So, I'm moving this over to here.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a void token.
Oh, because you get an extra one.
I will get an
Okay,
extra
I mean,
one,
your
yeah.
character is good at
Yeah, so the
getting
first
some.
void token goes on here and turns that into a yellow.
you are yellow.
Yeah. And then next one goes on here and turns that into a blue.
Okay.
Blue. Which means we have,
And you don't even need to play a card.
nope.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So we have green, purple.
Except it needs to be that way round.
Ooh. Which is still, hang on, that's not fine, is it? Is it? What?
Well, you can make that yellow.
Oh, no. I do it this way. So, blue, purple,
yellow, purple,
purple,
green. Yeah, you
green.
can.
There we go.
But it has to be that way around.
Yeah.
Now that costs you 5 time tokens,
Yes, which is why I had to spend last turn
Yeah.
getting time tokens.
but that's 13 points.
It is, yeah. And another fragment,
And another
I
fragment.
think, goes here.
Nice.
Of course, because they're the one to have 5 in one place, isn't there?
Yeah, there is an objective for 5 or more fragment crystals on the same field.
Right. I am going to complete.
Oh, hang on.
Oh,
I
hang
haven't
on.
done my move.
No, you haven't. You just did the mission.
Yeah.
You've not done a movement. You've not done playing a card.
So I can move a I can move the child, can't I? But they have to
Only in the
stay
same
in
timeline.
that.
They are currently in the past.
Yeah. And I can only move one.
Yeah.
It's either them or them. So I will move them here.
There should go.
And then I think that's it.
Okay. Right.
Right. So I can do my difficult one as well. And I'm going. My adult is actually in the right place, so I'm going to put this one down.
Okay. So this allows you to discard a card to get 2 time tokens.
Yeah, which is good because I was 2 time tokens short, which is why I spent saved
Yeah.
me a turn doing that. Right, and I need to discard a
You need
card.
to discard a
That
card.
hasn't helped me, you know.
Okay, so I discard a card there.
Are we not playing cooperatively?
So you've not moved yet, but
Not-
you have played a
Yep.
card.
Right, and I believe I can now complete it because I've got green, blue, and my special ability, I make that blue, and then purple, and then I get a void token to make that green.
So green, blue, blue, purple, green. Yep. So
I've
you
got
spend
5
5
tokens,
time tokens.
and I get 2
It's
tokens.
expensive, this fixing the timeline, isn't it?
It is.
And then I can.
So you've not moved your
Not
adult.
moved,
Well, you've
and
not
I
moved
can
yet, and you can also play a card where your child is,
there
if you want to.
anything special I want to do? Yes, this one looks good. Where my child is, I can get a
Get a time token.
Mm.
So sometimes you want to play cards here just because you want the ability. You're not bothered about changing the colour. You just want the ability on the card.
I did that
Right.
earlier. I think it was one that got me. Yeah, it was that one to get a void token, just because
So
I thought
mine-
useful to me.
And then I'm going. I haven't done my move, so I'm
Yeah,
going to
you've got a movement.
my adult to there.
Yeah. Okay,
Right, and I've done
that's it.
everything. Yep.
Yeah.
I thought I had a cunning plan, but
Okay.
I've just realised my child is in the wrong place anyway. And that I haven't got the card to help the bottom. So I guess I'm getting more cards.
If in doubt,
So I get another time token.
yeah,
It's all work eventually.
you will all
right?
need them. Yeah.
I will get a blue card because I definitely want one of those. And I will get a yellow card. And I've got a void token. I think I might be able to do it, maybe.
Oh, you
At
get
some point.
3 cards. You got
I'm not-
special.
No, only 2.
Oh, you get a time token.
Time
in this
token
special
for
ability.
going there, yeah.
Yes, I remember now.
Right. And assuming you don't want to boost that with adrenaline crystals,
No, because
then you're all done.
Grr, that spoiled my turn. I want one of those cards.
woohoo.
Not the right response. I think, therefore, I'm going to come here and just grab 2 time tokens.
That's you.
Yeah, it was quick. Let's get some more cards. Chromosomes.
If you, I was going to say, if you'd like to clear out some of these, that would be lovely.
That's right.
So chromosomes, plan A or plan B?
Well, I haven't got.
Plan A
I
will
can,
get you another
I can
mission.
get the first one, which I don't want.
Yeah, so we'll explain that now, because we haven't explained that yet. But because Kath has got a crystal on the right-hand column, it means that instead of taking a card from the top of the deck, she can take a card from this offer of 6 chromosome cards here. However, she is limited on which position she can take from based on how many crystals. So Kath only has 1 crystal in this section, which means she can only take the first card. If she had 4 crystals, she could take any of the first 4 cards. And then whichever one is taken is going to slide down and we're going to get a new one come on. So essentially, do you want this one?
Well, I could put it here, but I've got 3 of each, so I'm not going to get a mission
And it's
by
an
getting
8.
by getting another one. That
Yeah.
8's are good, aren't
Oh, no, you're not going to get a mission, are you?
Yeah,
So,
but I mean, when I get to 5.
so do you
I
want
could-
the 8?
Yes, please.
Okay, so you're going to take that one.
I don't want to move any around, I think.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
it's-
still move one around, but yeah, you don't want to. So these all shuffle along. And then we get a new one of the same type as we've just put out, which is a 3. Oh, and that was your 4th red card, so that doesn't get you an extra mission.
Yep.
The
5.
next threshold is at 5, and then the one after that, interestingly, is at 6. So you do get a flurry on new missions around this point in the game.
Still not going well. I'm going to have to just risk this and do
Okay, well,
most of my pattern.
You've got 2 movements.
But I've only got 2 placements, and I've got a void token. I need to place 4.
Well, you've got You've got 1 placement, and then if you use your adrenaline to get a second one,
Yeah, that's.
but you need 4.
But I need 4, and actually I might. But I've got that for 1. So what I'm going to do. So I'm definitely going to move you to there. When
So
people
that's
get,
one of your movements,
I'm going to play that.
which allows you to bury a card.
Which allows me to bury a card, which I might as well bury. Might never work out, but let's bury. Let's bury that one. I can't see the slot.
Okay.
Right, and then I'm going to move the child one along.
Child moves one along to here.
I will boost it,
So
Play
you
this.
can now play a card where your child is.
which is that one.
So this one is you get 2 time tokens and everybody else gets 1.
Thank
And
you.
since I've been so kind to everyone, please don't mess anything up for me.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That is my turn.
I can't guarantee it. No. Right. So I think what I'm going to do is take the intelligence action.
Plan A or plan B?
Yeah.
Well, you get to do a plan B as well.
I do. Yeah. So
This is going to trigger the time fault.
it is. Yes.
I mean, you don't have to choose plan B, but you probably want to.
Yeah. I mean, I could forego that one. But
Yeah.
I will not be foregoing that. So I will start by doing a plan B. I think.
Okay, so before or after you take the card, you can do 4 movements of your Y chromosome cards.
Yeah.
So you can do this puzzle if you want to, but the problem with having a 3-2-1 is that that's it. It will never get any.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah. I'm not sure I am going to move them because I'm going to
Okay.
see what I get first, and then hopefully I might be able to get higher cards and then move it later. So I get a 3.
Okay,
Interesting.
so that was the plan B action.
Yep, and then we'll do plan A.
Do you want to move any A cards around?
No. That's interesting.
It's 7.
It's a 7.
Ooh.
So I think I put that there for now.
Right,
No, I'll put that there for now.
right. And you've got 4 movements of X chromosome cards.
Yeah, so I do 1, 2, 3.
3,
Yeah, why not?
4. Yeah,
Jammy sod.
that's it. Yeah, nice.
Well, he has got 2 3s and a 1 though. in the
Yeah.
other packet.
I mean, I haven't got much I can do with mine.
And you know, I can only do that because I boosted this.
Yes,
so much,
we
so-
haven't seen. We didn't
yeah.
see this in the previous game. We saw little bits of movement, but we didn't see 4 movements at once.
Yeah.
I do just have a question for the designers. Did we do that right? Did we do the movements correctly? That each one is individual. I just want to confirm that we're getting the rules right. And then at the end of your turn, you take a mission
I do take a
because you've
mission,
got 5 red cards.
which is going to trigger the time fault.
It is going to trigger the time fault.
I'm going to take a hard one.
Oh.
Okay, so the time fault has been triggered. At that point, we all make Scooby-Doo wibbly wobbly timey wimey noises. And a few things happen. So we didn't explain this full at the start, but I'll go through it now. First thing that happens, everybody gets one of those, which is why I put them there. Top tip, put some crystals there, 1 per player, so that you know when there's a time fault. Happy Christmas.
That makes me
There you
happy.
go.
Hooray!
The next thing that happens is all of the adults, they get removed.
Oh, forgot about that.
The children
Is that the less good
all
card?
progress
Oh, my child's
to the next timeline.
Oh, that's actually perfect.
And then we replenish this so that we end up with 9 missions. Look at this. All of the easy ones are coming out.
Really?
I mean, I did shuffle
Wow. Randomness can be
Oh,
clunky.
these.
no.
Wow. Okay, that's
Okay.
interesting, isn't it? Okay, we did the movement right. Excellent. What else happens when there's a time fault?
That's it, I think.
Was that it? Because we forgot something last time we
Yeah,
played.
we forgot
We forgot the fragment crystals, but Yeah, I think that's it. So that's the first time fault. When we do a oh no, there is one more thing. We're supposed to have. So it was those three, wasn't
Oh
it?
yes.
So on every mission which is still remaining, we load it up with adrenaline crystals.
Yeah, it's been mentioned.
One if it's easy, 2 if it's medium, 3 if it's hard. Yeah, thank you. Got that. And anybody who takes these cards will get the adrenaline that's on them. So we have a second time fault, same thing happens again. And when the gamer has a third time fault, the game ends immediately.
Seg fault, the universe ends.
Yes.
Okay, I am going to do this action.
Any boosting? Maybe?
No.
Okay.
So I can play a card where my child is.
You can.
I'm going to play that one.
So that's spend an adrenaline crystal to bury 2 cards.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend an adrenaline crystal with my special ability.
Yep.
To make that green. So
Green, green, purple.
Yep.
Done. 2 time tokens.
2 time tokens.
Fragment, crystal.
Fragment, just going to go there.
Mission done.
And then I have a movement.
You've got a movement.
Yep.
And you've got to play a card where your adult is, if you want to.
Well, no, I'm going to move my adult to a completed mission. I did this a while ago, and I didn't get it.
Complete an objective.
1 or
Right.
more mission cards of each difficulty.
Yes. So the objectives, I did mention, I think I mentioned this earlier on, that these are not actions to claim an objective. It happens on your turn, but your adult needs to be on the space. So what Kath's done is she's used her movement to move her adult to here, and then you can just complete it at some point on your turn. As long as you meet the requirements, which is you must have completed one or more missions of each difficulty, which you have.
I've got 1 of each, yeah.
Yeah. So what I didn't mention about this objective, and this is an interesting twist in the game, is this goes in Kath's card holder. So I mentioned that the card holder only has space for 3 cards. This is now one of them. So this is permanently taking up a space in your card holder, which means Kath can now only have 2 missions in her holder instead of 3. If she ever goes over that, she can discard that card and it's just removed, gone, and she won't lose the points for it. She won't gain the points for it, but she won't lose points for it. But ideally, you now want to work with just a kind of hand size of 2.
Yep.
For those. Right. And that objective doesn't get replaced. That's it. It's gone. It's a one-off. Yeah.
And I can't play a card of my adult.
You can't play a card here.
So that's all the things I can do.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
So, of course, I realise I've now set it perfectly to finish my mission.
Yeah. And
I'm in the wrong place.
You
Oh no!
you can't do that. Well, just go and get some.
So I'm just going to hope no one messes me up next time, Mark.
Why
No,
why
why are
do
you
you do
looking
that?
at just at me?
Well,
I'm
I
so
can't
lovely.
mess it up next time. She's just done that action. So I think I will just go there.
So you get a time token.
Time team
token.
To start a time team program.
I am going to get that card because if I get to play that later, it's gorgeous. That's what it is. And then that's interesting. So, oh no, that's that side. That's no. I'll take one from the top.
Okay. Assuming you're not boosting your memory field.
No.
It's your go, Mark.
Don't worry, I'm not going to mess up the plan. I'm coming here and I'm going to grab myself a time token and I'm going to take a card, which is going to be this one.
Smart armor.
I've had enough of this stupid armor.
Yeah, we don't want stupid armor. We want smart armor.
Right. I am going to get a mission.
A or B.
Well, it has to be B because I got 4 of those, and I get a mission when I get to 5.
Okay, so you're doing
I've got
plan
a spare
B.
slot as well here.
So you've got all 3 things here. So the first thing is you may do 1 movement of a Y chromosome.
I'm happy with that. Yeah.
Yeah. The next thing is you're going to draw a card, and you can either take it from here, or because you've got 3 crystals here, you can take it from either of these 3.
Well, I don't want a 2.
You don't want that one, so you get this one. And the third thing is you can put it in your freezer, but your freezer only has a capacity of 1. So if you do put it in your freezer, then at the end of your turn, you must discard 1 of the cards from your freezer. you lose
When
it.
does it check for missions with discarding?
Not 100% sure. So we will say that you check for the missions first, and then you discard
Yeah,
it.
I'm going to put it here anyway. Because there's 2 there.
Okay.
And so now I've got 5.
So at
and
the end of your
why-
turn, you've got 5 red cards.
I'm not going to do it. Yep.
Have a
So-
mission.
Well, let's get one with token on it. Might
Yeah,
as well.
why not?
They're all
It
basically the same.
seems reasonable.
Are they all
Well,
the-
that's
as
No,
amazing?
there is a medium one
Yeah,
here.
but that's
Oh,
okay.
right. So you still have 1 card in your freezer. Now, at
Yep.
this point, since we've talked about freezers, I'll just mention a rule in the game which I think is quite interesting. Is I've mentioned that you can temporarily boost these tracks with adrenaline crystals, but the adrenaline crystals are removed at the end of your turn. Well, the number of crystals that you have on that first track is how many cards you can have in your freezer. So it could be that you actually have, 3 blue crystals on here, which means you can have 3 cards in your freezer. But then you temporarily boost it with adrenaline. So at that point, you can have 4 in your freezer. At the end of your turn, if you lose that adrenaline crystal, because that's what happens at the end of your turn, you then have to lose one of the cards in your freezer. So,
So
yeah,
you don't lose the card, you place it on your area.
you place it on your area. Okay, I got that wrong.
Oh,
Sorry.
you put it out there.
So you put it out. So if you have more cards in your freezer than is needed, I said you discard it. That's wrong.
Oh,
you
you have to
you
put it-
actually have to play it. Okay, thank you for that. You are forced to place it in the chromosome somewhere in your columns. Great, thank you for that clarification. Right, all done. Fran's going.
Me, and yes, I am doing this.
Yay!
Just trying to decide. Yes, I'll do that way. So I'm going to place him down there.
Down here. So
So
one
for-
movement done.
First thing is I'm going to place that down there,
So this allows you to spend a void
which I
token
will do.
Well,
to get 3 adrenaline.
Pardon?
That doesn't help me.
I'm not trying to help you.
Oh, I need
You
a
were
card.
playing-
I'm
when
going to
we
put
weren't
one in
helping
there,
you.
which means I can play one where my
Really?
child is.
I need adrenaline. I'm short on adrenaline.
And I'm going to place that where my child is.
Yeah, so you can discard a card to get 2 adrenaline.
So I'm going to discard that card. Get 2 more adrenaline. It's
Wow.
a shame we don't have the thing for adrenaline.
Yeah,
this
one of the
time.
objectives is to have 12 adrenaline.
And that.
So you've moved.
Are you upside down again?
No.
Oh, that's
Someone's moved cards since I planned it. I'm just going to go and cry. I wouldn't have then done the void token,
Okay.
because then I can put the void token on there.
On here.
Yeah.
Does it
Oh.
then work?
Let's have a look at the card.
Because then it works.
That way.
No,
It's that way round.
I was reversing it in my head.
No.
No. No, I was reversing it in my head, wasn't I? I've done it all opposite. Oh well.
Some of them in the right place.
Can we undo this?
No, because it's too...
I mean, don't spend that.
No, I won't spend that. No, it's several turns worth. I've just
But
completely...
you don't have to play that there
Yeah.
because you've already got the purple.
Do you
Yeah.
have any yellows or blues? You could
No, I
put
played
out?
them last turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that specifically
No,
that way.
what I've done is I've put it upside down there so that
And
I know
then
it's
you've-
upside down,
you've
and my
rotated
head
it
has
again.
rotated it again.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Did you want to play a card because you haven't played it?
No, I've got no cards to play now. Because they're...
Well, you can still play them for abilities if they help.
Actually, I could place him there.
Yeah.
And I've just realised I could place that one.
Oh yes.
But
Right.
it's the right
That's nice.
colour. And I placed 4 of those
To get a fragment.
to get that. So that at least makes it slightly better. So I just need to swap the 2 cards that I played a couple of turns ago round.
Just do a magic trick. There
The
you go.
problem is they were probably the right colours before, were they? No,
No,
they
not
weren't.
quite.
It's not that bad. Oh, my brain. Put that there.
Right. All done.
Other than the free action of crying.
Yeah.
Last game went so well. This is just like everything's falling apart. Maybe
Well, you've got loads of time.
maybe I don't reverse it. Maybe I put it in the right way up so that I
Up
don't
to you.
reverse it in my
Whichever.
head.
Yeah. Right. You'll go.
To me, I'm sending myself into the past The future was looking fairly rosy. We had transgenic animals and we turned ourselves into
Yeah.
batteries. But this decision we made to split
Split
everyone's
our brains.
at the start, it meant we couldn't manage it properly. So we're going to, instead of splitting our brains, we're going to build some wind turbines.
Nice. Okay, so you get to spend 2 time to take a void token.
I do, and I shall.
Okay.
They are most useful to me.
That was a bit cheaper than mine.
You didn't move, did you? You were already there.
No, I did move.
You did move.
Oh,
So you've moved there. You've played a card.
I'm now going to complete an objective.
It's got a mission. Mission.
Sorry. Which is yellow,
Yellow, green, yellow. 2 time.
Yep. And then that also gets me
Get a fragment crystal.
fragment,
That's that done.
which goes here.
Right.
Yep. Think
Done.
we're. Oh.
Done? Yeah.
Yeah, we're done.
Right, I'm going to get a time token from there,
Yeah.
and I'm going to get 2 cards.
You could spend an adrenaline crystal to get an adrenaline crystal.
Yeah, well, I get 1 off the top to see what's in it first. No, I'll get another one off the top. Right, I'm done.
Ooh. It's wrong colour.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Is it the other way?
No, I'm now looking at these. And I'm sorry, I'm giving up on this.
Oh,
mission for now. I'm going to get myself a new mission,
Yeah, get some more missions.
which means I need a red. I was just like, oh, I've got a black 3 there. There's a black 3 there. I could do some jiggery pokery, except I need to get a red card.
Yeah.
So let's do this. I'm gonna first off just
Wrong
move that
person.
one over to there, just
Yeah.
in case,
Just to get it out of the way.
and then I will take a.
So you can take. Oh no, you're
I can't
choosing
'cause
plan B,
I'm
aren't
going
you?
for red for plan B.
You can put it in your freezer.
There's.
Those got no, because that's.
Oh yeah, that shouldn't be there. That should be.
Does that
Oh, yeah,
spend
no,
it from
I
last
did
time?
do that. I will just place it there because it's no better than the one in my freezer. And I will take one of the easy missions.
Yeah, because you've got 3 red
I've got
cards
3
now.
red cards.
Have a mission. Have an adrenaline.
And technically, I can actually. Is that a bad plan?
You can also bury a card.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking. So I can bury a card. Okay, I'm hedging my bets. I'm going to get all these crystals up here, aren't I?
Yes.
Probably not, but you know.
Absolutely.
The right attitude, maybe.
And sadly, I can't even do my new mission. One day I'll do another mission.
Okay, I think what I'm going to do is come over here. I'm going to take a card and I'm going to take a time token.
Okay.
Oops.
Right, I am. Can I? I think I can complete the mission. I think purple, green. Yeah, let's put my person. Right, depends which card I want to play.
Are you going to make me cry?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I put that one there. And
It all started out so nice.
I'm going to put some water tanks, but I'm not going to do the ability because I
Okay.
don't have the time. And
We ain't got
then
Speaking of not having time,
well, I'm going. I can also play a card with my child, and luckily, although it doesn't help the pattern, it does give me 2 time.
right?
But I don't need that
And
one.
it gives everyone else
Yeah,
time.
everybody else
Yeah.
gets 1 time, you get
Yeah.
2 time.
Yeah.
I approve of this action.
So
But why did you play that card there?
because that helps my pattern.
Oh, and you now have the time to do the mission.
Yeah, I didn't
right,
have the time to do
okay.
the mission before.
Got it.
But I have to use one of my crystals. Hit my adrenaline.
So you're using your special ability to
See.
use that as a void
Yep.
token.
And now I've got green,
purple,
purple,
blue.
blue.
And it's a shame you didn't change the blue because I need a blue there.
But I mean,
Do
You
another
didn't
one of
mess
these.
anything up though.
right, so I'm just going to go there. So now I can get my adrenaline token every time I go there.
Nice. Well done.
Yes.
So I'm going to do my getting a time crystal, but I'm just going to get a void token as the action.
Mm.
Yeah, you're going to forego your other actions
Yeah.
just to get a void token.
Because then I don't have to do any faffing around with getting the right cards in the right places.
You can just use your void tokens. Yeah, it's easy.
As long as no one messes it up in the meantime.
Yeah. Small tip for France, you can take a void time token instead of... Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you
Yes, you can take a void token and a time token.
Yeah.
You just work that out. Or did you read it in the chat?
No.
Okay. The
you
chat
can
was
do
on
it
the same
wrong.
wavelength as you.
I was going to do it
Ooh.
the time before,
Yeah.
but then I thought, I've got the right cards, and then I put the right cards in the wrong place, so...
Okay.
Well, that's doing it so well.
Yeah.
I think I need to do that, which is a pain. Do I do this just to get stuff?
We're
I
gonna
think
have
so.
we're gonna have a run on these fairly soon,
well,
aren't
they're
we?
quite easy ones.
Well,
They're gonna be
Mark's got
quick.
5 red and 5 black. So as soon as he
Yeah.
takes, if he takes a black and a red, that's 2 more of these gone.
So if taking these cards was a free action.
It's a free
yeah?
thing that you
Yeah.
do on your turn, but your adult has to be
there,
below the
yeah.
card.
No, that's okay. So I think what I'm going to do is this one, and I'm actually going to play robotic agriculture here. Get myself some.
So you
adrenaline.
get 2 adrenaline. Everybody
Oh,
else gets
thank
1
you.
adrenaline.
You're very welcome. And then I'm going to move to the one where it's having 5 or more fragment crystals.
Which you have.
I do have.
So that's that objective
Yeah.
done.
Someone's got 4. I don't want to leave
Yeah.
it much longer.
But it would clog my hand up.
Yeah, you say that. You're just trying to convince me not to. That's it.
Well done.
Right. I am going to get that number 2 there.
So you're choosing plan B.
Yep.
And you can take up to card number 4 because
Yep.
of that, and you're going to take that one.
Yep. And now I've got 6.
And you can also move 1 of your Y cards around.
I think it's okay at the moment.
Okay, but you now have 6 reds.
6 reds, so I can get another mission. Well, I'll
Yeah.
get the one with the adrenaline taken on it. Thank you.
And the card comes out.
Oh yes, these slide down. Thank you. It was red, wasn't it?
That's not helping me either.
It's a 1.
But I am actually doing it now,
Yay.
right? Let's see.
As it works. Have you haven't rotated it again?
Someone's played over where I was. No. What's gone on?
I played.
No,
two
it's
cards.
fine. It's fine. I was thinking it was there. So blue, purple, yellow, purple, blue.
Okay,
Yeah,
mission
That's a
done.
mission.
finally.
5 time.
Third attempt, lucky or something. And that goes there. And I've got no cards to play, so there's no point in me moving anything around. I'll just stay where I
Yeah,
am.
just done. Yeah, done the mission. Right.
Joke. I think I will be. Is it worth doing that? No. I'm going to come over here and grab myself 2 time.
Done.
Yep.
Quick turns.
Right, I am going to go here.
So this is fueled up now.
Well, I'm going to get adrenaline token
And
a
a time token.
and I'm going to get 2 cards.
Okay.
So
what's interesting, just
take
for
one
people
off the top.
watching, what Fran did, which is to forego her actions to take a void token. If Kath did that, she'd have to forego all of her actions.
Yeah.
So not just these 2, but all of the bonus ones as well. So it makes it a harder decision.
I don't like these cards. Right. Okay.
Excuse
and
me.
I've done-
You go, Fran.
I can take one from there now, can't I?
From here,
Yeah.
you can take that one. If you want that, it's a black 3.
I've got a black 3 there.
Okay.
So, there's quite a few black
Yeah, because that means you
threes.
could then move the.
So-
Yeah.
So I'll move my 6 to my dumping ground.
So you've got 3 black movements.
Oh, but I can't
Yeah.
get that out yet because I need to. Oh no,
You can do that. You can do that
I
at
can
any
do it
time.
any time. Yes.
So moving it out of the freezer is not a movement.
movement. So I'll just move that into my what's now my dumping ground.
Yeah.
I didn't need a dumping ground last time. I'll get a 3 out and then I'll get the 3.
And you're going to
from
choose to take that one instead of one from the deck.
there.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, that is the best way.
And the 2 comes out.
Oh, it's a 1.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, I can't.
You get to bury a card as well, but I don't think you have
no
any
cards
cards.
in my hand.
Yeah.
I need to start thinking about getting more cards.
Yay! Back to co-op game. So now I've got this.
Did I help you again?
You did.
So you're going to choose plan A.
Plan A.
You're going to take a 4.
Take 4, which goes very nicely in there.
Okay.
And then I will. It's a shame because I do like this card. This is fine. I will then bury this card in here.
Yeah. So here's the situation. Mark has just gained his 6th black card. That's going to get him a mission at the end of his turn. He already has 2 cards in his card holder, so he's okay. He could, if he wanted to, do a plan B, which would get him a red card, which would get him another mission, and then he'd be forced to lose one of his missions or his objectives.
I'm not making the same mistake.
I'm guessing
this
you're
time.
not doing
No,
that.
No, I'm not doing
Okay.
that.
But you get one of these.
Yes. I think for them, it's difficult. Easy. No, I'm going to play dangerously.
Going to go for the medium one.
Taking a medium one.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to get that 1 before anyone else gets it.
A or B.
So it's a B,
It's a
and
B
I can do
action.
4.
So you can take up to there.
Yeah.
And you're going to choose plan B,
Yep.
which is the Y chromosomes.
So I'm going to get that one there.
Put it there.
And also Mark helped me because I don't have to spend the adrenaline now
Yeah.
to boost it.
And no moving
You're
around of any
welcome.
cards.
7. That was a 2.
So I think I actually need some cards now.
Yep.
So I'll take my.
Get your free
Time
time
token.
token.
I will take a yellow card, and I'll take that.
Okay.
Three-
Oh, you
3
get-
type.
Oh, for the ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 tokens for a.
You got
Well,
loads
you've
of
got
time.
loads of time. I'm short on
Yeah.
time.
Well, I can get it
Yeah.
fairly easily.
Right.
Cool. I think I'm going to take some cards as well. Now. Just checking that. Oh, actually. No, let's do that because. Oh no, I am still doing.
You're drawing cards.
Yeah, I'm drawing cards.
Okay.
So let's grab. That one, and then I'll draw.
Okay.
Okay.
Done.
I wanted that card. Oh, I want that card. That's got no victory points on it, has it? Right, let's go and complete another mission.
So you got 1 movement.
So I'm just going to place a card on my child is.
Yeah. Are you doing the action on it?
I'm adrenaline now.
So you
haven't
can deep bury a card.
So I'm going to deep bury. This one. A deep bury.
Deep bury.
Oh yeah.
So
it
face
doesn't
down.
matter. Yes.
So it's worth 2 points.
Yes. So it doesn't matter. That one.
Okay. So
Right.
you've played a card where your child is. You can now play a card where your adult is.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm
Okay.
going to complete this without doing purple,
Purple,
blue,
blue, purple. Done.
2 time token.
2 time.
Get another blue.
Oh, another fragment
Thank
crystal.
you. Right. Where does this one go? Maybe I should start working on something else. Because I haven't tucked any. I haven't put any cards underneath at the moment, so I'm all free. Let's put it out there so I can have more in my freezer now.
Okay.
And where's my adult? I haven't moved him either, have I?
Prepare. At the water tanks.
Is there anything I want to do on here? No. No. Don't want to play that.
But you can play a card.
Nope.
Nope.
I think I'm all good.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just effectively get myself another mission.
A or B.
It's going to be A.
So,
So I get my 5th
it's
black
the
card.
X chromosome.
The 7 is
You can take-
no use.
Okay, so you're going to take one
So
of
I'll
these.
take one off the top. I am
You
Not
have space in
lucky.
your freezer for 1.
I have space. It's a 1, but that's all up there. Oh,
Got to
actually,
do some jiggery pokery first.
how many
Ooh, you
movements do
do
I
get
have?
3
You've got
jiggery
3,
pokers.
but you can only move black cards.
Damn it. Yeah, that was a mistake, wasn't it? Well, I'll move that one ready as a maybe eventually I'll be able to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But the important thing is I got 5 black cards, so I'm going to take another mission. I'll have a random one of all the easy missions.
Oh, no, not that one.
Not that one.
Ooh.
No, actually, that was a terrible one.
That's lost you the game, I'm sorry.
I think that one was the one that's lost in the game, if anything.
Okay, things are looking up. So,
Only for you. Well,
I will move my adult over to here. Place. Let's instead of all this
Instead of
recycling
recycling.
nonsense, let's have some nice, clean, natural gas.
Get a time token.
So I'll gain a time token.
Yep.
Oh look, that's 5 time tokens. So now let's use this special void token power.
Comes with its brother.
Yep. So we are going to change this one into a purple, and then this one into a blue, which completes a hard mission, I believe. So we have green,
Yeah.
yellow,
purple, blue. Done. 5 time tokens.
which we just about managed to scrounge together. And then it's another
fragment crystal.
Which I think is going in here.
And another 13 points.
Yep.
right, I'm going to go get some cards. Right, so I get some adrenaline and some,
And some
time,
time.
and then I like, which one did, that's social networks, please. And one off the top. Thank you.
There we go from.
So things are looking up slightly. So I'm going to move my child. I'm going to put a adrenaline token in there to be able to play this to where my child is,
Yep.
which allows me to complete yellow,
You're not
green.
in the ability.
No,
No.
I've got one card in my
Okay.
hand. Yeah, yellow, green.
Yeah. 2 time
2 time
tokens.
tokens, and I take one of those and put it actually in the slot.
Mission done.
And then, because we know this is an awesome card, I'm just going to play that. 3 time tokens for another one there, which means I can now do that as well.
So you can be doing double plans
As
when you
well.
do the.
Nice.
Which might actually help me
Yeah.
sort this
Yeah.
mess of a
Okay.
thing out.
Right, I'm going to do a very simple turn. Just gain a void token.
Done.
That was quick. Right, I'm trying to work out whether I want to use my adrenaline tokens that I've just spent ages trying to get. What's the victory point? It's 3 and then 7 and 11. Okay, go on then. Right, I'm going to spend
Plan A or plan B?
plan B and put
Oh, I see. So you're doing this, but you're boosting this to allow you
to get the 2.
to get
Okay.
all the way up
I
here.
could just be patient to wait though, couldn't I?
You
I could just be patient to
Could.
wait.
I have just completely souped that up, so.
If you do that now, we'll deliberately take them so that you can't.
Well,
have
Nobody else can
no
take
one
it.
else can take them.
Nobody else can take the
I
ones at
mean,
the end.
technically I've got enough crystals.
Oh, okay. You
but
technically you could.
I'm
Yeah.
Not going to, let's face it.
No.
That's a waste of adrenaline
It
crystals.
might not be the most useful.
No.
Well, okay, let's get one off the top then.
So you're going to do a B?
Right, well, let's see.
Or an
Let's
A.
go. I can now have 2 in my freezer, so let's go for an A because I'm a bit short on A's.
So you are allowed to take up to here.
Oh, yes, so those don't really match my 7-6 plan.
So
I can put it in my freezer.
have a 5.
5, perfect.
There you
That
go.
goes there. That's better than spending 2 adrenaline.
It's
Yeah.
like you last game. Getting all the right cards.
Okay, that has given you 4 black, which
4
is
black,
not
and
enough
still one
to.
off.
Yeah.
Yep.
However, I am about to trigger the next.
So you get to do
wibbly
a plan A, and then either an A or a B.
Well, I'm going to do the B first.
You can do the B first.
Because then I can move that out the
So
way.
you've got 5 red card movements.
Well, I'm just going to move that one there, because
okay.
that's all I can do. And then I'm going to get a red card.
Which got to be this one.
It's got to be the one from the top. And it's a 2, and it can just go there. I'm
Right.
not getting any patterns. Everything is being done.
So that's your B done.
And then we're going for the
A.
A,
So you've got 5 black movements.
which I can't choose to put it in the freezer, can I? So
No.
that'll just have to stop.
What did you have in the freezer?
I've got a 1 in the freezer.
Yeah, so you can take that out. That's not.
That's going to come
that's
out
not
of the
one of the
freezer.
movements.
It's just I'd like to get rid of that, but it's not going to happen.
Well, wherever you put it, it's going to mess up.
Well, I'm wondering whether actually if
You
I
just
put,
dump it on
if
the
I dump
top.
it on the top, then
Yeah.
maybe later I
Yeah.
might get another blue 4 or
Oh yeah, because this is
a
not
red-
scoring anything
blue,
anyway.
red 4, and then I get a black from the top, and we'll see if I'm as lucky as everyone else. I am not as lucky as everyone else,
So it's gone in the freezer.
but it is a 5. So if I can
You could
adjust
move the
these, I could
6
get a
over
6 and a
maybe.
5,
Yeah.
and there's a 7 there. So maybe one day.
Yeah.
It's nice to have dreams. Red 4, standing
Standing
by.
by.
Okay, back to me.
Yeah.
So, oh, hang on. Did you trigger?
Oh, and then I have.
Did you?
Because I've got
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was half the point of me doing
Yes.
it.
Which is going to do a time fault.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh no, we're 2/3
Everyone,
of the way
everyone
through.
get ready
We
for
are.
the-
Can I have a random card?
that
That one.
Are
Go
you
for,
sure?
go for the one in the middle at the
Oh,
bottom.
yeah.
That's the one.
So, 'cause
Right.
that disrupts the
That
time stream
is-
almost.
Wibbly wobbly.
I mean, that is the one, right?
So everybody gets a fragment crystal.
Woohoo!
We put
Wow.
an adrenaline
I've
crystal
got
on
an
each of
extra
these
card,
because they're
haven't I?
all easy.
I'm not
That
done
one,
anything.
that one, I need them all the way up there.
The remaining missions come
That
out.
one is scoring now. But that means I don't have to keep wasting red. things.
Everybody's children move forward to the future, and everybody's adults come back. And I think this time we've remembered everything.
Oh right, we've got some hard missions now.
Yes.
Hmm.
And as soon as we're down to 3 cards here, game ends immediately.
Right, I need to start getting some points in.
No. don't worry about
Oh,
Points
that.
are
You got
overrated.
point.
I mean,
I-
you've
I've
got a lot
I've
more
got-
points than me.
I've only got 4 points. I've got points here, but I haven't got.
Got all those.
It's true. I haven't got many points on my cards at the moment.
I don't know if any of us have.
She'll go Mark, I think.
I've got 2.
It is
3.
me.
I've got 3, 4 points on my cards. That's not right.
Okay, so I need to check. Is that
1,
still
3, top
doable?
cards.
Yes. So let's do some more void nonsense. So duplicate the void. So this becomes blue, and this one is purple, which completes a medium mission of purple, blue, green, yellow.
Yep, 3 time tokens.
Oh, forgot about that.
Yep.
Never mind.
Then I-
Undo. Where was I? What action did I take? It was that one.
It was that
wasn't it? Yes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this one then. We can get some more missions. So we'll go on to here, which means so I've got
Yeah, okay. Taking another red one will get you a mission. Taking a black one will not get you a mission.
won't it? Because there's 5 there. 6 gets another mission.
Oh, sorry, I can't count.
So either of those will get me another mission,
Mm.
and I only.
But
want
if you
one.
do both,
yeah.
so you could do 2 Bs.
I could do 2 Bs. That's yeah. No, I think that's the right way to do it.
Or not 2 Bs.
That is
It had to be
question.
done.
It had to be done.
Had to be done.
Oh, and I can get from these.
You can go up
ones
to
now,
there.
And I think I do want that one.
I'd say if you take that set black 7, I won't be talking to you for the rest of the week.
Well, I can't unless I ruin.
So your first
everything.
one was Plan B. Took a Y chromosome
Why
up
do
to
I have black
3.
7?
So I can put the black 7 there,
I'll
put
take
the
the
6 on
top
top,
one.
and then the 5 on
And then you
top.
take that one.
Oh, but
Yeah.
it's on the 4.
And it can't go in your
I need to
freezer.
do the 4 first.
You don't have a
But I
freezer.
can do a B and an A.
That can go there for now. Actually, no, I'll put it there because then I can move things around, can't I?
You've got 5 red movements.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite enough.
Really?
Okay.
Yes.
And then at the end of your
oh,
turn,
I can tuck a
You can bury a card.
So I can bury a card. Which
Oh,
will
get that.
be this one, because it doesn't have to be buried under here, does it? The card has to go under the right.
Oh, refresh the market.
Area.
Yes, sorry. There was one more thing we were supposed to
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Is when there's a time fault, we're supposed to refresh the market.
Did we forget that the first
We
time?
did forget that the first time.
Oh, I like new cards.
No!
Good
You've lost
new
the
cards.
card I wanted.
So when I'm burying a card,
Mhm.
it doesn't have to just be in this section, does it? 'Cause
Nope.
It's only these
No,
ones
it's
that
based
do
on the
bury.
card in your hand.
Yeah, so that one's going to go in
Yeah.
here.
That's made me very
Right.
sad.
And then you get a mission because you've
And
made
then I get a mission.
6 red cards.
Slightly tempted to just go big and go
Yeah.
for
Restart the
another
game, says
hard one.
Brian.
I mean, yeah. I might have a better turn
Yeah.
then.
Let's just go nuts. Let's take another hard mission.
Well, there are lots of points. We can do
They
it.
are lots of
There are
points.
lots of points. If you can do them,
But you
unfortunately,
have
it's the key.
you can always use 2 void tokens.
So
Yeah.
another important rule is that any missions, any incomplete missions that you have at the end of the game, that's fine. You don't get any points, but you don't lose any points. The only time you lose points for missions is when your holder is full and you take an extra card, and that's when you're forced to discard one of them. And it's worth -1 if it's easy, -2 if it's medium, -3 if it's hard.
Right, I'm going to get here again. So get one of those.
One of those.
Get the time token.
One of those.
And I'm going to get some cards. Which one did I like? I liked one of those. That dark matter, please. Oh, and liquefied petroleum gas. Those are the yellow ones, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
And that was it.
Oh, digital pets.
And none of those are the right things either. Okay. The thing on that is brilliant, but I can't get it. I am going to go here and get some cards. But I suppose I could go for that. I'm going to get the top one. And of course it's not. Oh, but I could get that one. That will work. And that is all I'm doing.
Okay, I'm gonna, for only the second time in the game,
Studying.
do some studying
Okay.
and study this smart armor.
Smart armor.
It's very smart, so it can teach me a lot.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to get some chromosomes. So I'm going to do
Plan A or plan B? Plan A?
Off the top.
Off the top.
Well, I don't want 2s or 7s. So I've got room in my freezer. I've got
You have
3
room in
space in my
freezer.
freezer. 5, so I don't need that. So that can go in there. But I've now got 5x, so I can get a mission.
Get a mission.
Oh, I don't know. So there's a few medium, aren't there?
Mhm.
I've got lots of cards in my hand, and I've got lots of these. Let's go for a medium, please. Right, that's it.
So I'm also going to do some chromosome stuff.
So
some
you
jiggery
get
pokery,
a plan A,
and I'm going to get a plan B.
Bury a
I'm doing the
card.
plan B first.
plan B first.
Firstly, I can move. I'm
You've
going
got
to move.
5 red movements,
Still,
but you
gonna
can only
mess
do
up.
1.
I think it's still worth doing. I'm just going to move that to there, which
Okay.
is a shame because I want it moved up there, but I need to make the space.
Mhm.
And then I'll take a red card.
And you're taking it from here. Yeah.
And it's a 5. It can just go there in the
freezer.
My freezer can now take 2. It's only going to have 1
So
in
that's
it
the plan B done.
So now the plan A is I'm taking that 7 because I
So
can
you
take
are
the
allowed
first
to take
one.
from the front. Yeah. And you've got 5 black
So
movements.
I'm going to move that one to there,
Yeah.
and I'm going to move that one.
That's not a movement.
But I'm going to get
You can
that
just
off
take
the
it out.
freezer.
Yeah. Nice.
Sadly, I've got no more things to move around. But I think 3 of those is better than the 2 ones right now, and
Yeah.
I can eventually just move
And then
that
at the end
on.
of your turn, you've just gained your 5th red card.
I have. So I'll just take one of the ones with the token on. Please be one that I've already done. That's already
Or
there.
that you're close to.
And black cards, you've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other important thing to mention is that when you're counting cards to see whether you get a mission or not, it does count the ones in the freezer.
Okay,
It's your go, Mark.
we over to me?
Yep.
Right, I'll come here. Take advantage of this new bit of information I've learned from my smart armor. I'm going to draw a card. And I'm going to get 2 time tokens.
Alrighty.
It's coming around too quick to me.
Most people complain that games are too slow. You're
Right.
complaining it's too quick.
I'm gonna have to get some. Do this again.
Yeah.
I need to get
So
some more
time,
time.
adrenaline.
I need to get more time. Right. So how much I've got? Oh no, I'm fine because it's a 3. Right. So let's get some more cards. Let's get one off the top. What colour do I want it to be? That seems good. And then just get one off the top. Right. That's me done.
So I have a plan. As long as no one misses it in the meantime, so I'm going to get a time
Stunning
token
plan.
and 2 cards.
Okay.
I don't really, no, particularly brilliant, but do.
That's you.
I have a plan.
Okay, I'm here to be very helpful to everyone.
Oh.
I'm coming here,
Well,
You're
that's
gonna
fine.
get rid of the oil drilling.
getting rid of this oil drilling, and let's have some genetically modified organisms
Oh,
instead.
nice.
So I get a void
Ooh.
token.
So you get a void token, and everybody else gets an adrenaline,
adrenaline.
which for
See?
you is a void token.
Yeah.
If you want it to be.
Oh, that needs to move.
Yes.
Oh, last turn I should have spent an adrenaline to get an adrenaline.
You should have done.
I can't believe I forgot.
Right. So you've done your movement. You've done your playing a card. No mission.
No.
Okay.
Right. I think I can do it.
Oh, no.
I think I can do a mission now. I've got the time. Right. So I haven't put my person on the board yet.
So you get to move. You can play a card where your adult is, play another card where your adult is, and you can actually split that up however you want. So you could
Yeah.
play a card where your adult is, move, play another card where your adult is. Yeah, it's a
Unfortunately,
good
they're not
card.
all
That.
the right colours. Right. So I'm going to put my adult here.
Yep.
And I'm going to play a green card up here. But I'm
Where your
not-
child is,
Oh, yes,
using
this
that
one
action.
here.
Yeah, and you're not going to do that.
I don't need to move.
Okay.
Just put my adult on the board.
Yeah.
And it is ridiculously expensive. I can't do it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's the right colour.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
You
I've
just
got
totally messed my turn up.
green, blue, green, yellow,
Yeah.
and that. Right.
There you
And
go.
I've got 3 time.
3 time.
And I've done that.
Another fragment crystal.
The worst thing is that
Oh, where do I want to go with this?
all the colours are in the wrong places as well. I haven't got the right colours in my hands. So
Go put that there.
what am I going to do instead?
We've still got this objective here.
Well, Mark.
Yeah, Mark's done it.
But he's got. A
But
full
he's
hand.
got a full. Yeah.
And the other one we haven't got the cards for. Oh, I haven't got.
I've got
We need to have the gem thing there. Although you've got the gem thing, but you need the.
This is for having a fragment crystal
Yes.
that reaches or passes a berry action
Yeah,
and
I've
an
got the
adrenaline
berry
action.
action, and you've got the crystal action, but we haven't got
I've
both.
almost got the adrenaline as well.
Yeah.
But will
and
you want
one
to
more.
take 2?
Well,
Missions.
like now.
I
Maybe.
think what I'm actually
Well,
going to do,
it's cold,
because
isn't it?
everything's gone wrong again.
You're going to study.
It all
Going to
went
study,
wrong.
and I'm
Got the little
thinking
bench.
I will place that there because it gives me more options
Mhm.
later.
So what have you studied?
Cyber security.
Okay.
Very useful.
Mark.
I'm going to do some more memory. So I will draw a card. And then I will get 2 more time tokens.
Right. I'm going to do some studying. And I'm going to put this card here.
Neural networks.
I'm going to go back and get some my normal time token and 2 cards. I'll take the top one. That
So you need
may
a blue
help
crystal
with
mark
that.
in order to get this one.
Perhaps.
And then
Fragment crystal.
no, and then I think I will just take the next
Another one.
top one. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Too bad.
Interesting. So you do have the berry and the
Mhm.
front.
I do.
Intrigue.
Let you go.
It is my turn, which is going to consist of, completing a mission.
Oh.
So, we use this void token along with a nice duplicate one I made with a 3D printer. So, this becomes blue, this becomes purple, which means we have purple, blue,
No, you don't.
No, we don't.
wrong way. Purple,
Purple, blue, green, yellow.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's
so you
just
gain
go
a fragment
over.
crystal. You spend 3 time.
I do.
That is that complete. So that's your
I'm very
that's
sorry.
your completing a mission.
Now I move.
Oh, where are you moving to?
That one.
Yeah,
I've got that.
and then you're just going to do it
Yeah.
because you've got space for it now in your holder.
Yeah.
He's also got the other one as well, but he can't.
I can't take it at the moment.
Yeah.
But you could.
Blooming missions are
So this is the thing. I've never seen this done. If you had another movement, you could move here and you could claim that,
Throw that one out.
But
and
you
then just throw it away,
yeah, I'd
and it
lose 3
stops you
points.
getting.
Yeah.
No, this is not worth any negative.
No, but I'd have to throw that out.
No,
Oh,
you
you
throw
mean
this
throw one
down.
of these? Right, true.
Could you throw away one in your hand if it's got less points than that one?
That's true, actually.
You can actually discard an objective. It's not worth any points.
Mm.
So that I assume that's right. Designers can let me know if I've got that right. But yeah, you can take this and then just
That is actually worth
discard it.
knowing because I have an objective that's 4 points.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to go and get some more chromosomes. Right. First of all, though, I'm going to tap a card, bury a card. I'm going to bury this one here.
right. A or B.
Right. So I can get a mission if I do A.
If you do A, you'll get a mission.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can get a mission if I do B.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, oh, we need
You
another one.
Oh
So
yes, we missed a card.
I don't need the 5.
So you can take up to here.
I need a 2. I need a 2 for here.
So there.
Yep. So I will do B. And I'll
Do
take that
B and
red
choose
2,
that.
please. Yep.
There you go.
Thank you. What else?
And then you get a mission.
Oh yes, get a mission. I'm going to try the difficult one. Let's see.
That's the spirit.
Well, I'm running time tokens for it, but it'll be fine. I got a handful of cards that are the wrong colour, so it's perfect.
Yay.
Oh, I should never have covered that over now because I could have used that card. I can't do it now. This is all going horribly, horribly wrong. So I'm going to go there.
Some more studying.
I'm going to do more studying. And I'm going to place that one over there. So comet, I'm going to study comet exploitation.
Okay. If Mark meets the condition of the objective, yeah, he can do that. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Just take it and remove it.
Right, I'm going to come here, grab myself 2 time, and then also gain
A
a
card.
card.
And also
Should
get an
be-
adrenaline.
This one. Yeah, and this time I actually do. Get the extra adrenaline.
Oh,
I'm just going to get an adrenaline and 3 time.
Okay.
Although I want to get cards now. That's fine. Cards for whips.
Who does cards these days?
You need time to do
that's
this.
interesting. Okay.
So you got 2 movements.
Yeah. So I'm going to put that on.
Those
Where do
two.
you want it? Down the bottom there.
Yep.
I'm actually going to play that one
Okay.
purely for its ability.
Which allows you to play a card where your child
Child
is.
is. Which is going to be that one.
Which allows you to discard a
Discard a
card.
card.
So this is a symbol we've not seen before. This is got the pause icon on. It basically means you can play a card anywhere, but you don't get to trigger the ability.
Yeah.
So I'm going to place
That one
discard
there,
that card to
not
place that
triggering
one
the
there,
ability. Yep.
which is almost one mission complete, but is definitely the other mission complete. And I definitely haven't got the wrong
Blue,
way
green,
around
blue.
because it's blue, green, blue.
2 time. Fragment crystal.
That's going in there.
Okay. Which means you can immediately choose to do that now. If you wanted to.
No cards.
Yeah, no cards, but you could.
I mean, I could have done it another way without playing that down there, but that's hopefully, if no one messes me up, maybe eventually useful if we've got enough tie-ins. which we probably.
Well, if you didn't need that one. Oh, but you needed to play the card next to the child.
Well, I would have had to use a
Yeah.
red token to play a card next to
Yeah.
a child, and
Okay. There's multiple ways of doing
I might have
things.
been able to do that last turn when I thought I'd
Yeah.
messed up. But yeah.
Right, your go.
Yes.
Only 2 more missions to go and the game ends immediately. And this is what we had in the practice game this afternoon, is that when you see another player is building up to complete one of their hard missions, if you have the ability to end the game early, you do it. Definitely. And I think we're close to that being possible. I think any of you could probably
Yes, I can
trigger
take
the
that mission.
end quite
Yeah.
easily. So we've probably only got a couple of turns left.
So I'm gonna simply lay this card here.
Mhm.
Not necessarily going to be gaining anything out of it, but
But there you go.
possible.
That's it. Done.
Yep.
Right. I need more time.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Let's. Oh, do I get another mission? Let's get another mission.
Ooh.
I don't want it to end though without me completing this mission.
Mhm.
But I need more
No.
time. How close?
Well, you got
are
to think.
1, 2,
Is
3,
Mark
4,
likely
5.
to take another mission? No. Is Fran
1, 2,
likely to
3,
take
4,
another
5,
mission?
6, 7.
Potentially.
Fran,
possibly.
either one could take another. And then that's it, isn't it? No. Okay, I can't take another mission.
Well, there's 2 missions to take. 1, 2, 3.
And the mission is compulsory, isn't it?
It's the only mandatory action in the game.
Oh,
5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, so I could take a Y chromosome,
You can. That wouldn't trigger a mission.
but I don't want any of those.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in an awkward position where any chromosomes means I would have to take another
Right.
mission,
I would have
which I don't
Yeah.
necessarily want.
Right. So
promise
I
I'd
don't
have
want
take
to mess
2
around with the
for people
board.
to plan.
right. So let's play a card because that means I can get more victory points. I might as well cover over that one now. Let's do this one. Although I quite like that. The problem is I quite like all my abilities. That's why I've been keeping them there for a long time.
Yeah, you can't use all of them.
And that one's good for. Okay, let's just play. Let's just go here. Right. I'm going to play some cards.
Okay.
Right.
So you can play 2 where your adult is and 1 where your child is.
Yeah, my adult is there.
And you've got 1 movement.
So I'm going to play this yellow one.
Mm-hmm. You're going to
Um,
use it.
3 of these.
3 of those for a void.
Yeah. That helps me. And then where my child is. I haven't moved, have I?
You haven't moved yet. So you can move either your child or your adult.
I'm going to move this one to here. And I'm going to put this one here. Discard 2 cards to get another one of those tokens. Oh, am I going to be able to do that this turn? No, I haven't got the time tokens.
Haven't
That's
got
why I
time
can't do it.
tokens.
Right. Let's get rid of these 2.
For another void token.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
And
A mission
you,
completion is about.
you can still play a
Oh, I see.
card where your child is, I believe. Is
I don't want to. I like
Okay.
that one. And that's it.
right.
I am very tempted to just end the game.
You
You could do
could.
it twice.
It will lose me a point.
I was thinking you might because
But-
if these 2 are about to do amazing
I'm
stuff.
so far behind. I'm not going to catch up.
I was thinking
so, but I can do some.
You can do 2 missions in one go.
Yeah, because I can move.
You might be.
So I
might
move
be
my
the
red up
call.
there.
So you're choosing the B, plan B,
Plan B first.
and you get to move to do 5 red movements.
So I move that up there. That's all I'm going to do is just throw that
Just
out,
to get it out.
and then I pick up another red.
And you can have that one if you wanted.
Actually, was there a reason for doing that? I had a plan. Oh, I think the chromosomes have changed since I had my plan.
Yeah, I don't think any of them are going to help.
No, I was thinking there was a black 4 earlier, wasn't there? Was there a black 4 earlier?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
Did you want that one?
No, I can just take one from the top.
And you can put it in your freezer if you want.
What is that in my freezer? No, that'll go. It's a 4. Oh well. And then I'll just take the
So
top.
that was plan B.
That was plan B, and then I'll do. So that's now I've got.
And you're
sorry,
gonna
they
now
can't
do-
see that on screen.
gonna
I've
now
got
do plan A.
6. I'll do a plan A, and I'll just take. Why did I?
It's got to be one
think?
from the top because you can only get to here.
Yeah, but I can put a red crystal in.
Oh, yeah.
So what I think, how many movements have I got?
But that only puts you up to
You
7.
got 5 black movements.
Fine, because I can go 1, 2, get the 2.
Take that, put it there, and move that back on.
I think that is that
Are you
technically
allowed
more
to do-
points?
Yes.
Yeah, because that was 3 and 3.
Yeah,
and that's
now
a
it's a
7.
3-2-1.
So yes, that's an extra point there.
Yeah.
And again,
then
1,
you-
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah,
So
so
I
you've
get
got
2
8 black,
missions,
and 6 red,
Yep.
which is 2 missions.
which is obviously the 2
it
that
might
are
as
going
well
to
be
get me
those
points.
2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now,
And
unfortunately,
One
Fran
gets
has
thrown out.
4, so one of them gets placed face down.
Yeah, I'm just out of interest because I still couldn't have completed any of them.
So it just goes face down into your
Into
your
the
mission
pile.
pile. And the game ends immediately.
Yep.
Yeah, I was 2 turns off.
I
of
may have
mine.
been able to do mine. I just.
See,
Yeah,
my
if I had played that one, I
Yeah.
could have done one of those for 2, and I think I could have done it.
So close.
Oh,
so
I should have done it
close.
last turn.
the ones
Go on.
I needed purple cards, and there weren't any out there. And I was like, there's no point trying to get the random cards and hoping to get a purple. Having had such terrible luck all game, it was just like, no.
So first thing is points for missions. So all of the missions that you've completed,
Does that include
including the
minus?
-1. Yeah. Let us know in the chat who you think's won.
47 for me.
43.
I don't know if I have mine because my chromosomes are pretty
28.
good.
12.
Nowhere near as good as last time.
Right. Okay. So that's
Actually,
points for missions. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the points for the deep buried cards next, because that's really easy. It's just 2 points for every deep buried card.
0.
0.
4.
Right. Now the rest of the cards, so the ones that are face up, even if they've been covered over, and all of the buried cards, they score depending on
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
I
position
haven't
of
got
your
very many at
crystals.
all.
I've got
4 cards.
Why can't I? I'll get the card out. There.
Do you want me to?
I've got it.
Is that one?
So that one's not scoring me anything. But
Okay.
that one there is.
Nobody said anything in the chat who they think is going to win. If you're watching this live,
4,
Mark, Kath, or Fran, let us know.
Just 4 points for mine.
Oh, no, I didn't get up to that point there.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh, 4 points.
7. 7 points. If I'd have got one more mission, it would have been another 4 points. But it was just
Did you get my 4?
getting too
Got your
hard.
4. Right. Adrenaline crystals. 1 point for every adrenaline crystal left.
5.
5.
8.
I think the chat's gone dead. 8 for Fran,
I
5
think
for Kath.
you might have it then because only these 2 score for me because I
Yeah.
needed to do
Okay.
the final.
Well, I could have completed this on the last 10, so it would be.
Let's score
Yeah.
the chromosome set. So
Okay,
you've got there a set of 3, 7, 6, 5.
Yep, that's
So
0.
3 is worth 7 points.
Yep.
This one is
0.
on its own. This is a set of 4 ones.
It's 11.
So that's 11. And then you've got 3 2s, which is
7.
7. Fran,
I have 2
you've got
threes,
dead pile here,
yeah.
which is nothing. That's a 3 and that's a 3.
So that's
So
14.
that's 7 and then 7. Mark,
A set of 4 here,
this one,
Yeah.
which is 11,
and then I have 2 here.
which is 3. Okay,
Yeah, that's done it.
yeah. So Kath scores 50, 58, 63, 74, 81. Much lower scoring than the last time we played.
It ended
Yeah.
faster, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
Fran, 28, 35, 43, 57. And Mark, 47, 51, 56, 67, 70. Yeah. There you go. So Kath wins with 81.
Objectives.
Objectives.
Ooh, I forgot
Yes,
about those.
objectives. Thank
Oh.
you.
Oh, Mark.
I
I've got
I
one.
only get 5 more.
I got 4.
I get 9 for
So
mine.
9 for Mark, putting you on 79,
I got 4.
putting you on 85. Well, that's a lot
Yeah,
closer.
so you still win.
You
but
still
yeah, a
win,
bit
but only
closer.
by 6 points.
Forgot about objectives.
So there we go. That is Restart.
Mm.
Now, as we mentioned at the start of this video, this is a sponsored playthrough. So again, thank you very much to the publisher for that. Our objective here is to show you how the game plays. We've played a full game with pretty much a full tutorial-ish in 2 hours. You could probably play this in 90 minutes once you know how to play the game. And just as a reminder, we were using the Extinction module, which was the chromosome cards and everything else. So if you're interested in knowing more about the other 4 modules, there is one module that I know nothing about, although this was in the box, which looks like some kind of, maybe a roll and write game, maybe.
Some dice, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, the dice are for Pandemia.
Okay.
So Pandemia uses the dice, and it uses... Where did I put that board? Here.
It's over there.
There's a board, and people have counters, and they move up on here. And then there's another one that I don't know anything about, where you put counters on here, and you're trying to match. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, 4 different modules that all will play differently, but the core mechanism is the same. Completing the missions, going around, playing cards on your player board, playing cards into here. It's just the intelligence field with the plan A and the plan B. It's always plan A and plan B, but they do different things depending on which module you're using. Now, as is a lot of problems with gaming groups, is that you never know what game you want to play in an evening. And with this one, you have an even more difficult choice, because even if you decide you want to play Restart, you got to decide which of the 4 modules you want to play. So what they've done is they've actually come up with a way of doing it. They've got a fate card here, and what you do is you actually count the weight of the cards in the current space-time grid. So anything on the top is worth 3, anything in the middle is worth 2, and anything at the bottom is worth 1. So green, we have 3, 6, 7. Blue, we have 3, 6, 8. Green is 8. Blue is 3, 6, 8, 9. Purple is 2. And yellow is 2, 3, 4, 5. So blue wins, and blue tells us that we're playing Pandemia next. So it's just a nice little way, if you're not sure which module you want to play next, there is a way of determining it. Write that down on a piece of paper somewhere. Check out the Kickstarter campaign. It might be GameFound, I can't remember. One of the two, but check out the campaign for the full details of how it plays. There's also, I believe, a season mode where you track some scores over various bits of time. But again, this is a prototype. I've been sent various bits, and all of the details of it will be on the crowdfunding page. So yeah, I think that's everything. As I say, if you've got any questions about it, the best place to ask them now would be on the crowdfunding page. The publisher will be there answering any questions. Good luck with the launch, and thank you very much to you 3 for joining me. We'll see you next time. Cheers, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.